G'day guys, how's it going? It's Dan here from Power Turf in New Zealand. I just wanted to make a short video because I've fielded quite a few questions lately on how to keep, greenkeepers asking me how to keep their Jacobsen True Set. They're saying they're having problems with the reel to bed knife jumping around a bit, and the reason for it is because the cutting unit's not set up correctly in the beginning. So I thought I'd make a quick video just to show you the 4-step procedure that we use here that works very well for us, and it pretty much determines that this is one of the best designs for setting reel to bed knife. So the first thing we're going to do is back our reel to bed knife off when we're making it, before we make our adjustment. Just going to back it off from both sides of the True Set by about two or three clicks. Then what we're going to do is make sure that our sole plate bolts are tight. Now there is a torque setting for this, so if you have a torque wrench then you'd obviously set it, but you want it quite tight but not extremely wrenched up that you can't move the sole plate. It's a countersunk bolt, so it should move, but we want that nice and tight. If that's loose, then the sole plate's not going to be centered, and these bolts are responsible for centering the sole plate into the cutting unit frame. The second thing we want to do is we want to take our split pins out, which I've already taken them out of our castle nuts. Now this nut here is responsible for keeping tension on our trunnion, which locates our True Set bolt to our sole plate. So the torque setting for these castle nuts is important because it tightens up the castle nut just enough to put tension on the Belleville washer. So the setting for this is 2 foot-pounds or 2.7 Newton meters. And obviously if you don't have a small 1/4 inch torque wrench, then you just want it firm enough that the bowed washer comes under tension, just inside there. Then what we want to do, step 2, is check our spring tension distance. And we want that between 36 and 38 millimeters, which this one here is set to 36. I might just back that off a bit. Now this is responsible for the tension on our True Set bolt. And we need them to be exactly even on both sides. Now you'll probably find as the bed knife wears and moves, and you continuously adjust the True Set as your bed knife wears, you'll find that this spring tension will change. So that's why this needs to be reset again to get your correct reel to bed knife and True Set adjustment. So now that we've got that set to 36, we can go and start adjusting our True Set bolts, and you'll find that the tension of this bolt, if the thread isn't seized, should be firm but not too tight and not too loose. Now on other Jacobsen cutting units, we have a half inch bolt that locks this keeper to the cutting unit frame, and the bolt goes all the way through on the inside, but this particular model doesn't. So now that we've got that sorted out, we can move it down 1 thou, 1 click on either side, and then we should be able to achieve 2 thou clearance with our paper, and it should cut. I'm going to have a look down here. And that 2 thou clearance with no contact, it should cut absolutely perfect. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You obviously adjust your reel to bed knife before making any height of cut adjustments. And as long as you got those 3 things in place: sole plate bolt tight, castle nut tension, spring tension distance, and your True Set adjusted correctly with your reel to bed knife at 2 thou clearance, it shouldn't move. Good to go. Good to go. Cut grass.